The Kia e-Niro. Now this is a family-sized crossover SUV that is supposed to do about 280 miles to one charge. I think realistically it's going to be about 250 in real-world driving, and has won lots of awards. So it's an affordable family SUV with a decent range. So I'm going to test this today by driving it from Stratford-upon-Avon to Cardiff, and the range at the moment now is 231 on the battery. I charged it overnight, so we should get there comfortably without any range anxiety at all. I've got to do a little speech in Cardiff about electric motors, so it would be churlish, rude even, if I went in anything but an electric car. The thing to say about this is it drives very, very well indeed. There's no compromise. Dynamically, it's very good. The rides may be a little bit jittery, but in every other respect, it's a car that's undemanding, that's sweet and fluent to drive. I think one of the strongest suits for this car is its orthodoxy, in the sense that you don't have to go up that steep learning curve as you do in a Tesla Model 3 with its big screen and minimal level of buttons and controls. You can get into this, spend 5 minutes, acclimatise yourself, and you're off. And I think for a lot of buyers, that intimidation of technology can put them off. So this is as easy as you want. And look, it really is quite quick. Charging, this has got a 64 kilowatt hour battery. So on your wall box at home, which will be 7 kilowatts, it'll take you about 10 hours, which I guess is okay, overnight charging. If you stop at a rapid 50 kilowatt charger, it'll take you about 75 minutes. It really needs a 100 kilowatt battery charger, which there aren't many in the UK, to get that charge under an hour. But if you've got the time, it's okay. This 64 kilowatt battery is its strongest suit because it gives such a good range. The spec is really, really good. We've got leather trim, we've got heated front seats, we've got heated steering wheel, we've got air conditioning, lane departure technology. We've got more embedded information in the media system than you could ever possibly want about your battery range, about your battery condition even, percentage left, what your best MPG score is, and Apple CarPlay. Nice touch. Here's a really good idea. The little switch down here, driver only, so all your fan and heat comes just to the driver. So why bother heating the whole car? It kind of just makes sense, doesn't it? It's got these really clever little paddles here. If you just hit this paddle, it goes down a sort of gear, your regen brakes go on, and another one, and you could slow the car down virtually using those alone, and doing that obviously creates more electricity which goes back in the battery. We'll see how effective that is. But it's really friction free. I've just taken all the regen off, and when you go down hills, it feels amazingly light. So you can really take advantage of gradients to boost your range. So we've crossed the Prince of Wales Bridge. We are into Wales. We are 7.2 miles from our destination. The numbers look quite good. It's looking like it's going to make its 250 miles to one charge comfortably. We have arrived at the Celtic Manor Hotel. 168 miles left in our battery. We have covered 85 miles without any range anxiety whatsoever. So, a perfect trip. People who tell me, what about all these toxic batteries, the great big mountains of steaming, conical piles of toxic waste? Well, where does that come from? You know, they're going to be repurposed time and time again and have many, many life cycles in energy storage and battery walls. And then people say, well, you know, you can't use an EV in a car wash. Have you seen the pictures of the Teslas cleaving through the waters with huge bow waves? So where do these urban myths and these old wives' tales come from? Clarkson, probably. But we've got to do something about them, because we've got... So, speech done. Time to go home. I have got 166 miles left on my battery, and the distance to Stratford is a mere 85 miles, so plenty of time, plenty of range. Off we go. I'm coming into Stratford-upon-Avon now, and we have done 170 miles today, and left on the battery is 97 miles of charge. So, the Kia e-Niro can do, in real-world driving, at least 267 miles. But you know, I didn't expect to like it so much. It's so disarming, such a decent range, it drives so nicely. I really, really am taken by this. This could, very probably, be Britain's best value new EV. Good night.